Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Lightning Storm. We have an emergency episode to talk about here for today, because we finally have another look at least one of the figures from Wave 12, Dino Thunder Yellow. So I hope you guys are all having a pretty good week here. We're already halfway through this week, which is crazy. And there's been kind of a lot of Power Ranger news actually happening. It looks like we actually have some sort of solid Season 30 information that came out yesterday, so I was probably going to do a video about that tomorrow. But today I'm going to be talking about Dino Thunder Yellow from the Lightning Collection, because we finally get to see it. And it's another leak, because Hasbro still just will not reveal the rest of this wave. For some reason, I have no idea what's going on that front. It's been very, very strange. If you guys have been watching Lightning Storm here or kind of been following the whole development of Wave 12, you would know that, first of all, I leaked the entire lineup of the wave 9 months ago back in September, when I posted my massive leak list for like most of 2022. Now, of course, that was a long time ago, and we've since had a lot more Wave 12 stuff happen, especially last month in May, because of course we had the official reveal of Wild Force Blue from Hasbro, after we kind of forced them to reveal a figure on on the whole hashtag I Love Power Rangers Day thing on May 3rd, and then literally the next day, Walmart put up the product descriptions for Wave 12, so I did a whole video about that, which will be popping up somewhere around here for you guys to watch or hear or wherever. So you guys can actually look at the whole information about that. But we had not seen any of the pictures for any of the figures in the wave besides Wild Force Blue, and we just have that one picture of Wild Force Blue. But here this morning, we have a leaked photo. Now this picture came out like at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now you know how I am. The second I see Lightning Collection news, I would immediately make the video. I purposely waited a little bit longer for today just because I didn't know exactly what was going on. Also, I was just really tired. I've been working this little internship thing up here, as I've probably mentioned in a couple of videos. So I'm just kind of worn out. So I wanted to just wait, kind of wake up, get going and everything. And also I was curious if maybe they would reveal the figure or something. But I'm waiting to release this video until at least 1 p.m. Eastern time, because usually by that point in the day, Hasbro's done doing any reveals or anything if they're going to. But of course, we this morning had a picture leaked out from China, apparently, as far as I'm aware, from Twitter user Wenei IYY. And this user has posted pictures early of leaked stuff from China before, back in 2020. That's where that picture of Wave 6 on the laptop keyboard was posted from. So they have pretty good sources. I don't know if I don't think they're the ones who take the photos. They just have good sources, and then they send them off to me or post them publicly. So we have this picture of Dino Thunder Yellow, and it's not a promo picture. It's not like one of the ones we would have, with a whole white background, a certain angle of the figure. It's literally an in-hand photo. That's another thing that's very interesting about this one, is that this is definitely just in somebody's possession, which means I guess they're possibly being sold in China already, Wave 12, maybe? Which is interesting, because I don't understand exactly why we just have Dino Thunder Yellow and we don't have the other three, because they should all be done around the same time, but I don't care. I just want any kind of Wave 12 information, and this is some Wave 12 information. So looking at the picture here, I think that the figure looks pretty good. I really don't have any complaints or major complaints about the figure whatsoever. We already knew from the product description that Kira was going to have both of her Terra Grips, and she was only going to have the Thundermax Blaster and not the Thundermax Saber, which is a little annoying, but we already knew that, so it's not like I was expecting it. And of course, the blast effect piece, the hands, the Winona Ryder head, which is exactly what that looks like to me more than a Kira head, which is just kind of funny. But basically, yeah, there's not a ton to talk about with it. We can kind of nitpick it a little bit, which I know people are always like, oh, everybody complain about Lightning Collection. I'm really not complaining. The figure looks fine. I know that the Terra Grips maybe could use a little bit more paint, but they're good enough detailed for me. They're just as detailed as the Tyranno Staff or the Triceras Shield was, which cannot combine, by the way, just in case you think that they can. They can't. But they look exactly like what I would have expected. I guess my only little minor gripe is that we get that blast effect piece that Hasbro just really seems to like now. We didn't have that piece until Zeo Red, I believe, is the first one that had it in 2020. And now we just get it all the time. And I kind of find it a little... I love the lightning effect pieces, but I find it a little annoying that we get it for these Rangers that don't use a blaster as their primary weapon. I don't know personally how many people are going to pose Kira with actually holding the Thundermax Blaster. I won't. I'll just put it in the holster. I'm just happy it exists so that it's something to be in the holster. I think it would have been cooler if we got some kind of effect piece for the Terra Grips, but that's just me. It also looks like the Thundermax Blaster is painted differently on Kira here compared to Ethan and to Connors, which I have no idea why that's the case, but hey, just some random change. It's probably going to be the same sculpt. I don't see why it wouldn't be the same sculpt as the one we had with red and blue, but it does look to be a little bit differently painted, not only just in the shade, but also just like in the whole just like details that they decided to paint this time on it, which never makes sense to me. You would think they would just reuse the same piece, same paint applications and everything, but alas, that doesn't usually actually happen that often. We've had these side harms on numerous different Ranger teams be completely all over the place in terms of who gets what painted on what and for what release. But also the suit looks good. I know some people were upset about the like diamonds or the triangles or whatever not having like the black outline around them, but I never would have expected Hasbro to do that. I think it looks fine as is. Also, I'm very happy, conflictedly happy, that her visor trim is white. The reason why I'm conflictedly happy is because it should be white. That is the accurate like look of the suit, is that she has a white trim around the visor. However, Dino Thunder Red and Dino Thunder Blue each infamously had silver trims on their visors and not white. So they were both inaccurate, and so for months I'd always said I kind of hope that Kira just also has a silver trim, so that way all three of them can just be, you know, consistently inaccurate. But of course, no. Of course, they're like, oh, we got it now, we'll fix it now for the last one that they're going to be able to do with this. So it's weird because, like I said, I'm conflicted because, like, it's correct. I'm happy that it's correct, but it's just, like, annoying that it's not going to match the other two. The other two never should have been silver. That never should have been the way it was. But, you know, that's just kind of a classic Lightning Collection thing here. But that's pretty much it. We don't really have anything else to really talk about with this figure. We just have this one picture. It is also important to know that this photo seemingly confirms the fact that Wave 12 is still going to have the typical, you know, classic Lightning Collection box with a plastic tray with Tom Whalen artwork and everything, which, you know, a lot of Hasbro brands are moving away, or every Hasbro brand is slowly moving away from plastic in their packaging. And so just letting you guys know that as far as I'm aware, the full-on like redesign of packages, which I don't think includes Tom Whalen artwork anymore, unfortunately, should be taking effect with Wave 13. Just keep that in mind, that this is probably the last wave that has the typical boxes, which I'm very curious how those boxes are going to turn out, the new ones, because we're getting closer to completing certain teams, and I know a lot of people want all the boxes to match, rightfully so. But hey, at least for the most part, Kira is going to match with the other three Dino Thunder members, so hopefully if we can somehow get Tommy either in the same box style, or if the new box style still matches in some way, because he'll be like the last one left and could be the only one that doesn't match. But basically, that's all we have to talk about for here today. I have no idea when Hasbro is going to officially announce this figure, nor do I know when they're going to announce Lost Galaxy Green or the other version of MMPR Black that's going to be in Wave 12. But hopefully soon. I mean, clearly it looks like they're done. So I really don't know what they're waiting for at this point. But until next time, I'll let you guys know whenever I see any other Wave 12 information. And you can follow me on Twitter at LiveNinjaKey or LightningFigPR. And I'll see you all in Lightning Storm. The series for Lightning always strikes twice.